everybody, it's Deborah from the Crafty Burner. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday. Today is August the 21st and today I'm going to be cross-stitching. I am working on Angel of Summer by Lavender and Lace. This is what it looks like right here. And you guys, you see this garland right here? Here it is here. Dude, the confetti is killing me, you guys. So there might be some pauses as I try to figure out where I am in this pattern, but just bear with me. And the angle might be a little weird for you. This isn't obviously my normal cross stitch setup, but we'll get through this. So like I said, this is Angel of Summer by Lavender and Lace. I am stitching this on a Silkweaver hand dye fabric, 32 count Jobelan. It's called Lullabye, and you probably can't see all the colors on this. I think my light and my camera is kind of washing out all the colors, but it's basically a light gray with some pinks and a little bit of purple mottled throughout it. Looks really nice, so I think it's a good fabric for this. And check this out, okay? Here's my key. You see this date here? January 3rd, 2010. That was my start date. This is how long I've been working on this, you guys. Seriously, 10 years. That's about how long I've been cross-stitching. No, honestly, I think I've been cross-stitching almost 20 years, but seriously, this WIP is like 10 years old. So I guess I've been working on and off on this for that long, but yeah. Anyone else have WIPs that long or that old? Tell me yes, so I don't feel as bad, but yeah. But anyways, I'm cross-stitching now because my usual crafting rotation is, well, okay, let me back this up a bit. So I guess it goes into how I organize my diamond paintings. So I have my diamond paintings basically in two piles under my bed. I have a AliExpress pile, and then I have a pile for everything else. And everything else is Diamond Art Club, Treasure Studios Art, Die Moon Shop, Rainy Day Diamonds, Crystal Canvas Art, etc. All those other ones, all the non-AliExpress ones. And how I usually do my crafting is I will complete a diamond painting from the non-AliExpress pile, and then I will spend a week working on cross stitch because I have like 15 cross stitch WIPs. And then after a week of cross stitch, I will do a diamond painting from my AliExpress pile. And then after that, I will go back to a week of cross stitch and so on. And so last week, I finished my little giraffe from Ever Moment. So this week is my cross stitch week. But here's my dilemma. So, who's doing drills and chills this year? Because I want to. And that's actually my next canvas. I'm doing, I think it's called Found Love at Its Darkest. The canvas from Diamond Art Club, the one from Nightmare Before Christmas by Mandy Manzano, the one with Sally and Jack Skeleton. So I'm going to be doing that one. But see, I can't start it next week because drills and chills don't start till September 1st. So I'm going to kind of break my little rotation out a little bit and work on this cross stitch until September 1st for when I can start my drills and chills canvas. But I'm looking forward to that. Did you guys participate in that last year? I knew that I was kind of around last year on Instagram, but I wasn't too involved. So I just kind of watched everyone's progress and projects, but I didn't really participate. So this year, I'm excited to participate. Sounds like fun. And I've got my canvas and I'm all ready. So I'm just waiting for September 1st. So from now until September, you're going to be seeing me working on this. And let's see, what else is new? Oh, I have exciting news. If you didn't see my last video, I am one of the new affiliates for Treasure Studios Arts. And I am like super excited about that. I've been buying from Treasure Studio Arts for a while now. And like I said before, I've did 2 of their canvases, so I know what their products are like. And I really like their artists and what they have to offer. So to be able to get this affiliation was just unbelievable. I was just so surprised and really just very honored, you know, and I really thank Rachel and Peter and really all the affiliates for this opportunity. It's exciting and I'm excited, and you know, I get to work with Jeremy from JTMJ Crafts on YouTube. I've been watching him for a while, so to be able to be on his network or his team, well, he calls it a family, and I agree. He treats all of us like family. To be able to be a part of that is just super cool. So, but you know, if you're not familiar with Treasure Studios Arts, go ahead and check them out. I have an affiliate link down in my description box. And if you use my code Debra, DEBRA 15, you will get to save 15% on any orders over $40 US. So yeah, go check them out. They have some great artwork. And I think you'll find things you like. Let's see, what else is going on? Well, I got news this morning that my youngest sister and her family are going to be moving out to Texas from Los Angeles, which is really great news. We've always wanted more family to be out in Texas with us, so that's exciting. And they're going to be moving out in October, so it's happening kind of fast, but we can't wait. We're excited. It's going to be really nice to have them with us. They have a little girl who just turned 2. She's really cute, and it's just going to be really fun to have her around us and be able to watch her grow up, and you know, just for my son to have some cousins that are nearby. So that's a really, really great thing, and we're just really excited. So who's buying stuff from Diamond Art Club tomorrow morning? I know I am. I think I'm going to be buying 3 of their 4 new releases tomorrow. I'm probably going to be getting the 2 landscape ones that they previewed, and the watercolor eagle that they previewed too. Just because I think it's part of that whole watercolor series from that one artist they've released so far. So I think it's the 4th one, maybe the 3rd. Because I think before there was a lion, a leopard, and a tiger, maybe. And so now it's an eagle, so they're moving on to birds from big cats. And I really like those 3. The one by Michael Gelina is cute. It reminds me of tattoo art, but it's really not my style. But I think it'll still look really good when, I mean, being all against all that black. That's gonna look really good, but that's not my thing. And honestly, I got so much in my stash, you guys. But you know, buying 3 tomorrow is gonna be a lot, but I can't help it. But you know, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. Yeah, so there's that. Now, we went shopping for school supplies yesterday for my son. We headed over to Walmart, which is basically the only real big retailer we have here. So yesterday it felt like the whole town was shopping for school supplies. It was insane. But we got almost everything we needed except loose leaf paper, which, you know, I thought they would have tons of, but you couldn't find any, and erasers. So they had everything else you would need for school except erasers and loose leaf notebook paper. So Amazon to the rescue, ordered it on Amazon, and I guess it will be coming next week. But my son will be starting school online on Monday, and it's going to be interesting. We're very curious to see how this is all going to work out. You know, most of the year we live in Dallas. We're currently in Colorado. So because he's starting school virtually, he'll be starting school here in Colorado for his school in Dallas. And there is a time difference of an hour. We're an hour earlier. So he will be starting school at 7:40. So I hope he's ready for that. But we try to reason with him that also means you'll be ending school an hour earlier. But we'll see how he buys into that. But yeah, let's see what else is going on. Well, we have a huge wildfire that's been raging on about 45 minutes from us. It's called the Grizzly Creek Fire. And it started as, well, they're honestly not sure how the fire started, but they think it was something from the highway, from the I-70, like maybe a spark from a chain on a truck, or maybe even a cigarette. But what started as a small brush fire a few miles from the highway has now turned into a fire that's burned over almost 30,000 acres, and they only have 4% containment, and the I-70 has been closed for well over a week now with no end in sight. They don't know when they'll get a handle on it, which is really kind of sad, you know. And the first few days, we were getting a lot of smoke and ash falling where we were. But lately, the wind must have changed direction because we haven't gotten much of anything. We can't even smell the smoke, which is amazing considering how close we are to it. And it's mainly burning around, if you're familiar with the Colorado area, around Glenwood Canyon, and which is really sad. If you ever visited Glenwood Canyon, it's a really neat place. You know, it's a canyon carved out by the Colorado River, and they got some cool places there. If you've ever heard of Hanging Lake, it's a really cool lake that you should Google it and check it out. It's a natural lake, and it was basically carved out in the cliffs of Glenwood Canyon. So it looks like it's hanging off the cliff, hence the name Hanging Lake. And it's a little bit of a steep hike to get there, but it's only like a little over 1 mile up. And you hike up to this lake, and it is so picturesque. It's like this emerald green water, and it has like, you know, these waterfalls all around it, you know, and then it's hanging off the edge of a cliff. It's just really cool. And because it's made of limestone, and because the ecosystem there is so fragile, they really limit the number of visitors that can go to Hanging Lake every day. So in order to go see it, you actually need to purchase a permit and then make a reservation. to be able to hike there. So they have reserved times that you can make, and then you take a shuttle that will drive you up to the trailhead to go hike up there. And they do not allow dogs, and you are not allowed to swim, fish, drink, or even touch the water in Hanging Lake because of how fragile, got a little knot there, okay. Because of how fragile that ecosystem is. And so, we've never had a chance to hike Hanging Lake because while we're here, my husband works as well. And his daily schedule is always so unpredictable that making reservations ahead of time for a hike just doesn't work for us. So we just haven't had the opportunity to hike Hanging Lake. And that's really too bad because it sounds like this fire has burned around it and may have even burned some of the trails towards Hanging Lake. And as of now, they can't really go in to see what kind of damage is there. But, when you have ecosystems this fragile, even anything around it getting damaged can really cause this huge ripple effect. So who knows what could start dying off around Hanging Lake. So I really hope it makes it through this fire, but who knows. And what else is in Glenwood Springs is this little amusement park that's basically on top of the mountain. And they have like little roller coasters, but this big thing that my husband's son did is that they have this huge swing that you go on, and it basically swings you out over the canyon and right over the Colorado River. And it is like this huge steep drop. So it's like, it's insane. But they did it and they really liked it. Thought it was cool. So if it sounds like something you like, you can go check it out. There's also a bunch of caves that you can go into to check out. My favorite thing there at Glenwood Springs are their hot springs. They have a bunch of natural thermal hot springs. And the one I went to was called Iron Mountain Hot Springs, and it was super cool. They have like 16 different little pools of hot springs that's naturally heated, and every 2 hours they'll basically go and take the temperature of the springs because since it's naturally heated, the temperature varies throughout the day. So each of the pools could be like a different temperature. And I think that day when I was there, they ranged from, I think the lowest temperature was 96 degrees Fahrenheit, and the highest temperature was 108 Fahrenheit. And it was just really cool to be able to sit in those hot springs because it has all that natural mineral water. And plus it overlooks the Colorado River in all the red rocks and the cliffs. So it was just a really nice, relaxing day. It's something really cool to go and visit. So yeah, that was my experience with Glenwood Springs. If you ever get the chance to visit it, it's really cool. And I really hope we get to see Hanging Lake next summer. But we'll see. We'll see if the fires had affected it or not. As of now, they don't think it has, but you never know. So, you know what? Let me ask you guys this. Because I've always lived in larger populated cities. So being here in this mountain town is a little new to me. I mean, we've been here for a few years now, but only part-time. And so this mountain town we live in is about a population of less than 8,000, and that's at its highest point. More times than not, we, seasonally, they'll probably reach 8,000 people, but more times than not, there's fewer people than that. And so here, the way mail works here in this city or town is different. So every resident here gets a P.O. box at the post office because apparently the United States Postal Service does not deliver to your home or place of business. So everyone who has a valid address will get a P.O. box at the post office. So all your mail gets delivered there, you know? So if you would ask any of us for our mailing address, you would get a P.O. box number. But anyways, I mean, and this was happening even before COVID, but our delivery is just, it's pretty slow, you guys. Like saying, if we were to get something delivered by Amazon and you get your email, you know, that says, hey, your order was just delivered. So you would think, okay, the post office just got your Amazon order. You go to your P.O. box that day, it's not there. But if you go to the counter and ask them about it, they would just tell you, oh yeah, it's here somewhere, but we haven't put it out yet. And that's the best answer they'll give you. And more times than not, you'll have to wait like a week at the least before they manage to sort through it and get that into your box. And that's on a normal day, you know? Come December or the holidays, they're backed up even more. And then given this whole COVID situation, it's even worse. So long story long, in the past, well, I guess I've always done it. When we're here in the summers, I usually have my mail in Dallas put on hold. And you can put your mail on hold for a maximum of 30 days. Then they have to deliver it, which is what I've been doing. So after 30 days, my mail is delivered. You know, the mailman brings all my stuff to my front door because, you know, but at that point I have a bunch of stuff, you know, a bunch of orders from Etsy and Diamond Art Club and everything else. So it's going to come in those like USPS bins, and he'll set it on our doorstep, and I'll get a good friend of ours to come in or come by, pick it up, put it in our house, and then I'll put in another mail hold. And that's what I've been doing. And so by the time we get back to Dallas at the end of next month, you guys, I am going to have like over 8 weeks worth of orders. So look out in October. I am going to have more unboxings on my channel than you would have ever hoped for. And I know by that point it's going to be a lot of old stuff that I'm sure you've already seen before, but maybe you won't mind seeing it again. Who knows? Or maybe it'll be new to you. It's going to be new to me. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to have 1 billion unboxings by October. So fair warning. But where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So my question is, what's the mail system like in your town if you live in a small town? Is that how it works for you guys? Does the mailman not come to your house? Do you have to go to the post office to pick up your mail? Because I've never dealt with that before, you know? I grew up in Los Angeles and then moved to Dallas, so we've just always had a mailbox and a mailman who brought your stuff to you. So this is just very new to me. And yeah, that's all I got. And wow, I really did not get a lot done on this. But, you know, this whole whipping and chatting thing's really new to me. So bear with me. I'm learning. I'll get better, I promise. But anyways, I think that's enough chit chat for you guys. I think I'm going to end it here. So if you stuck around this long, you know, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you guys, and hope you have a great weekend. If you like this, Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and to hit the subscribe bell if you haven't already. And wish you guys have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys next time, okay? See you later. Bye.